Hi, J.R. Craig here. Am I recording? I've been recording. All right, cool. Yeah, I am. Just want to let you know about different types of variables to break down stuff. The bottom line is, man, you could be in class for this is Mazzy. You could be in class forever, and it's healthy in many senses to be in class because it does teach you how to break down characters, and it does teach you how to memorize. It shows you how to follow through, how to get feedback immediately, and then to be able to do adjustments depending on whether you're Meisner or whether you're dealing with and exercises too with that, or you're dealing with Stanislavski or whatever type of technique they deal with. But nowadays they just deal with their own technique, which is fine. You must take classes. You must learn how to act. And the reason why is because in the 10th hour of being on set, you're going to have to be able to utilize some of your instrument, of what ends up happening. And the only way to do that is to get proper training. Plus, on top of that, it's like paying your dues. You got to get training. But don't get too caught up in it because basically the people that act in class, they act in class. It's when you stop acting in class and you start working as an artist and figuring stuff out yourself is when you start booking. And I had to actually leave. I had to leave Los Angeles. Why to leave? I left Los Angeles, went to New York to learn how to act, and I left New York, came back here, and then I left here to go to Tennessee to get just out of this mind concept because I studied like crazy. I mean, I have a master's in acting, and when it comes down just the basic follow through, listening, this and that, Greek mythology, every aspect that there is. But you don't ever get a notch where you can actually say I'm an MD with acting as much as you do in like life. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can it's basically just who you know. But anyways, to get back on, there was a few things that you do need to know if you want to be a good actor. Basically, you have to learn how to listen, and you have to learn how to fake listening, proactively listening through triggers, which is what I learned. Triggers are really important. I don't want to get into that, but my point being is, I think as long as you're there in the moment, you're confident, you know what you want, you know how to get it, and you're flexible in regards to getting it. Because the director could throw you a 360, and hey, the bottom line is if you don't give it to him, he's still going to edit it around you. You're just not going to get your close up. So you want to make sure that you keep yourself still. You don't do a lot of movements. I'm Meisner trained, so I'm always like, well, let me explore all this stuff here. This is crap. You got to remember, whenever it gets to the close up, you have to do the exact same thing that you just did. And you're like, oh shit, what did I just do? If you want your close up. Otherwise, they're going to keep it wide and they're going to cut back to her or him or, whoever it is. Because you have to match the wide. You got to match the wide shot. So the wide shot should be basically still. Save your moment to moment in theater. If we're doing good Meisner work, it's fun. There's nothing better than theater. But basically, whenever you're on set, you want to make it easy for the editor, and especially now that we don't have film, they just let the tape roll and roll because tape is free. It's not like we have 100 feet left. You got to hit this mark, yada yada yada. But basically, just keep it simple. Be still. If you ever watch the pros, man, they're always very very simple. They don't do a lot of movement, and there's a reason why. Because it works. You orate, you feel, think, and be confidently. Don't cover your face if you cry. Don't, if you're stressed out, no one wants to see this. They want to see this. So be stressed out with that. Keep your face up. Especially, whenever you're auditioning, but that's for another day. But I'm just kind of babbling. I just wanted to share with you. I think the bottom line, though, is, man, let that camera see your feelings. Let that camera see your journey, your emotion. It wants to. It's not against you. It's not going to hurt you. It loves you. It wants to explore you and pay attention to you. Unlike, you as a kid, maybe you weren't paid attention to, or maybe you're longing for something, and that camera's right there to capture you. And there's 50 people on 10 people, 5 people on set that want to make you look good, and be the best that you can be to be captured by that camera. So keep your face up and explore that, and just be brave. It wants you. It wants to see your feelings, you know. And if you do that, then you should have a good career. And if you don't have a good career, then it should be at least fun doing it, because after you're done with a good day of filming, man, there's nothing better. You go home and woosah, you're purged, and you were an artist. You were employed that day, and that's all we long for. Fame is not our variable, but doing good work is our variable. Make sure you always do good work. Never settle, no matter what. J.R. Craig.